Hello and welcome to Shuttle JD. So today I'm gonna tell you how to get through Honduras all the way to Nicaragua. So I took a shuttle from La Ceiba all the way down through Honduras, because that's through Honduras and then into Nicaragua, because that was like the easiest thing to do, because like I wanted to do like step by step, but the capital of Honduras only goes to the capital of Nicaragua and Managua, and I didn't want to do that. I wanted to go to Leon, so the only way to do that was basically to take like basically a shuttle. So the shuttle cost me 72 USD. Oh wait, sorry, 80 USD. I had to pay $8 ahead and then $72 there. And so yeah, so it's basically supposed to take 14 hours to get from La Ceiba all the way down to Leon in Nicaragua, but it was a little bit more than that. So basically the first ride of the trip was really smooth and good. We would stop every so often for like bathroom breaks and food. We ended up eating lunch at like 1 p.m. and we got near the border at like 5. So then we ate like dinner at like 5:30, and I was like, I can't eat like that close together, but we did anyways, because then it was just like a short trip to the border. So we got to the border I think around like 6:37. Yeah, it's probably closer to 7, and everything was basically like kind of like smooth. So because we also had to do like our PCR test as well, so that took some time. So we did our PCR test before we ate. So while we ate, then we would wait and we get the results. So the PCR test cost $80 US. So everything was taken care of. We go in, passports, swab up the nose, and we get everything back within like an hour. So yeah, so once we got to the border, it was really easy. So leaving Honduras was super easy. Passport check, and then out we go. And then crossing into Honduras was a little bit more tricky. So once we get in, they didn't take our temperatures or anything. But so we get there and we have to get out, and then we have to take our bags out. We give all of our passports and all the PCR test to the driver, and he basically does everything for us. So I didn't even talk to immigration. Basically, we got our bags, we got out, we went through immigration. Obviously, he talked to them first, and then you go through the corridor, you put your bags through like the x-ray machine, and then you just kind of wait. So we waited inside while he did, I don't know what he did, and that's it. So we just chilled, and then once we were told we could go outside, we all went outside and waited. So yeah, so the things that we gave the driver beforehand was we gave him our passport, obviously our vaccination, and that's not our vaccination, our PCR test and our passport, that's it, and then money. So it cost 15 USD, and have change because someone gave him a 20 and the immigration officer wouldn't take it. They would only take $15, like the exact amount. So that was not fun at all, because no one had change, and I only had 20s, and I'm like, that's all I got. Yeah, and so that took a while. So yeah, so once we got outside out of the thingy, and then outside, we went outside and just basically sat there for a very long time. And we thought we had everything we needed, but he kept coming back. He's like, I need like a copy of your passport. He's like, I need a copy. And then he would go out. So we'd all give him copies of our passport. And then he'd come back and he's like, I need a copy of like your of the PCR. And I was like this I already knew, because before I went, I asked people about it. So basically, to get into Nicaragua, you need your PCR test and a photocopy of it. You need a photocopy of your passport as well. And then we also had to fill out, there's an online form that you need to fill out as well before you go, and all the data's on there. And then once we were waiting in our little area, he gave us paper to fill out again. So basically everything that was written online, we had to fill out again in paper. And I was like, this is just a waste of time. And so yeah, so that's it. And then we ended up like sitting outside in the dark probably for 2 hours, and like literally just nothing. And luckily enough, though, immigration has Wi-Fi, so basically we just sat there and we were all on Wi-Fi and Facebook for basically 2 hours. Yeah, and so basically they had to take like the car, so like the shuttle that we were in, they had to take it. They said that they had to get like checked but I might have had to get cleaned as well because of COVID, and he was gone probably for 30 minutes to an hour, and we were just like there with our bags. We were like, hopefully he comes back, because he took like a long time. Yeah, and then he came back, and then that's when he was like running back and forth, because apparently like the immigration officers were being a pain in the ass with like the money and our photocopies and stuff. So finally, once all that was settled, an officer came out, and she also then checked like the van over as well. And I was like, he had to drive the van to go get checked, and now they're checking it again. So I mean, I don't know, it was a pain in the ass. So it took us 3 hours at the border just to get through. I didn't have to do jack shit. All I did was take my bags out, put it through the scanners, and then out. They check to make sure that you have a drone. So there are no drones allowed in Nicaragua. I don't know why, but that's the case. So don't bring a drone. Photocopy your vaccination, your passport, and your PCR test, because they need copies of all of it, and have 15 USD in cash in the exact amount. And I went through December 23rd, so 2021. So I'm not sure if things have changed since then, but that's what happened when I went through. So I hope you found that useful. So like, subscribe, bye.